Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today, I am here to clean my desk. The irony of this video is we've been here before. I don't even think it was a year ago. And I did basically this exact same video where I gave you a tour of my desk and I cleaned it out as I went, and it is already a disaster again. So we're gonna attack it again because I think having my desk clean and organized has such an impact on my productivity. If my desk looks like this, I don't want to sit at it. So then I sit on the couch and work at the coffee table, and I am not near as productive versus when I sit at my desk. So I'm going in with the mindset of not just organize everything that's there, but what can we get rid of? Because I don't remember where I read it, but there was some cleaning quote that said, it's not that you don't have the right organizing system, it's that you have too much stuff. You can buy all the organizing systems, you can reorganize and figure out a system all day long, but sometimes you just have too much stuff for the space. So we're gonna go through everything. It may not look that bad to you right now. I mean, this is pretty bad, and this is not how it should be. But once we get into the drawers and the cabinet, it's pretty bad. So I'm trying to decide if we should start there where it's harder or start at the top. Let's start at the top. Let's start here and work our way down. So this is like my pile up space because I try to keep the top of the desk clear, so I pile it all up here. These are extra containers from when I organized my December daily over here. I threw them over here thinking I might use them in the drawer, so I'm gonna keep them nearby in case I do decide to use them in the drawer. I'm not getting rid of them quite yet. This is the washi notebook that I started, I don't know however long ago, and I did not finish it. I still want to do this, still a goal of mine, but I'm gonna go put this over by the washi, not over here on this desk. This doesn't have anything in it, so we're gonna get rid of that. I have my kindness socks, which I unboxed in a vlog, and then I kept them on my desk because I wanted to take a picture to share on Instagram, and I never got around to doing it. They probably should just go in my sock drawer. All right, and then we have some, okay, these are the notes from the kindness sock. Those can actually get thrown away. I have an extra Erin Condren ruler. I can just go with all my other rulers. I have some stickers, and then I have some extra Erin Condren petite planners. I've been keeping the ones that I actually like end up using at some point. And then we have some Erin Condren folios. We have another notebook. Is this empty? Yes. So we'll definitely keep that. I have my electronic stuff. This is my external hard drive, and then the gizmo that allows me to plug my SD card into my computer. I haven't found a good place for these. Well, truthfully, a good place for these would be in the drawer if there is space in the drawer. So maybe once we make space for them, that's where they can live. I have, oh, so this is actually at the spa that we went to in Chicago, and I grabbed it because my word of the year is love. So I want to include that in my one little word. My computer pouch. Got some miscellaneous pamphlets here. This is from my new credit card that I just got, like with all the benefits, because I thought I was gonna flip through it and read it. I recently wanted to know what one of the benefits was. I went to the website. And then some of the Weight Watchers things, like some recipes, and then just like a little journal. I'm never gonna use a little journal. The recipe thing, I'm gonna put with the recipes. We'll see if I actually end up using it. All right, we have a leftover planner. Oh, this was the old deluxe monthly planner that I used to use for content planning. And I think I kept it because I want to save, there's a bunch of notes pages in here that are worth something. So I need to, uncoil and save those. That just need to live here. More stickers and a holiday card. That needs to go in December daily. And then I have my little Steve keychain from Chrissy Ann Designs, which I think I originally had hanging here, but then it keeps getting knocked off. I think I'm gonna move him to the fridge. All right, then I have an extra set of the goal setting sticker book from Cultivate What Matters. I had it here because it's stickers, but I don't know that I really wanna keep it here. If I can make space in the drawers and the cabinets, I might end up keeping it there. All right, as far as my sticker binders go, they're gonna stay where they are. This pile of stickers needs to get organized into said sticker binders. It's basically what this is. This pile of stickers is the result of a bunch of plan with me's. Basically what happens when I do a plan with me, I take pages out of my sticker binders, and then I get lazy at the end of it when it's time to clean up, and I don't put them back. So this pile of stickers needs to end up in all of these binders. That is not gonna happen as part of this video. So for now, and for the after picture, we'll just go ahead and take them off. Then I have this binder, which is my closet documentation binder. This is going back in the bedroom with all the other binders. I don't know what it was doing out here. These boxes I also threw over here for potential storage. They're both super nice storage boxes. This is a Moxie Life one and this is the Kit Life one. So if I end up using them in the drawers or in the cabinets somehow to store other things, this can go back in here. And then as far as memory keeping, I don't need to keep the December daily album in here anymore because this album is done. So this and the Christmas card are gonna go into the bedroom. The one little word album I am gonna keep up here. And then this album just has page protectors, blank page protectors. So I wanna keep this one up here as well. And what I'm hoping is that I make enough space for some of my library books that I have checked out. What I don't know is if I want to put the library books here or have all the binders together. Oops, flip those around to the taller one. We'll see when I get to moving the library books up there. Okay, look at all this progress we're already making. All right, as far as what's actually on top of my desk, on the back of my desk, I felt like I did a really good job at the beginning of the year setting this up so that it would be inspiring, but not too cluttered. The only thing that somehow ended up here were these ollie clips. Those need to go away. This little bucket, I don't like having it in the corner over there. It has just some of my like memory keeping supplies. I would really love to end up with these in the drawer and not actually on the desk. While I do like having my memory keeping stuff set up on my desk, and we'll get there, I don't do it every day, so I don't think it needs to be there all the time. As far as this guy goes, it's pretty neat, kind of. There's a luggage tag that does not need to be here. There's a tiny attacher tool for memory keeping that can go in the drawer. And then there are a ton of rulers. I feel like I should get rid of some of these, but then I always feel like I'm looking for rulers. I have 2 pairs of scissors, which is probably not necessary. So I'm gonna decide right now. I'm gonna keep these and get rid of these. I have my Harry Potter wand pen that I got for my advent calendar. That I'm gonna keep because I like it. I have this mom liner stuck here because I really do like it, but it is out of ink and I need to just give up on it. I have the coil that came from my Daily Petite, the plastic one. I've been loving the metal one, so this is also getting thrown away. I have this artist knife that I sometimes use to cut washi, but I don't know. I'm not going to get rid of it. And then I have a X-Acto knife. This is not actually the X-Acto knife I normally grab. I normally grab that little one that was in the other bucket. So I don't know. I'm going to leave that there for now. And then I have this bucket of pens. And we're going to go through this because I just want it to be pens that I actually use. So I'm going to keep all the Sharpies. I don't use those every day, but when you need a Sharpie, you want it. And then I'm going to keep all the micro perms. These are the permanent ones that I like on Christian Design stickers, and then all the normal microns I like to use in my Daily Petite. No, I'm not going to keep the 02. I just want the 03s because I especially hate it when I accidentally grab the wrong thickness. All right, and then definitely all the Papermate flares. I like those for my power sheets or making to-do lists. And then the tool pens, same thing. I really like these for making to-do lists. I'll keep the Pilot G2s. I like the Erin Condren dual tip marker. I like these Pilot Precise. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's a screwdriver. Okay, this does not need to be in here. All right, and then I like this Precise Pilot one. I don't really ever grab for these. This one, this is super cute, Gold Digger, but I mean, here's the problem. All these pens are really pretty. I actually really like the way this Erin Condren one writes from the surprise box, but I hate the way that it feels. And these Villa Beautiful ones are so, so pretty. This is the one from Planner Girl Chatter. This is the one from Go Wild. I don't remember where this one came from and this one, but I just don't use them. I don't know, I don't grab for them. Okay, I'm gonna keep the Villa Beautiful ones because they are beautiful. And I do like the way they write, and I'm gonna get rid of these. All right, let's move to my little shelf over here. So this was nice and organized for most of the year, and it's kind of gotten all over the place. So let's start going through this. Here's another one of these. I was using it as a bookmark actually also, but I really want to make sure I put one in my one little word binder. And then this is a Weight Watchers thing I was using as a bookmark, and a map from downtown. I don't know if I got that in Bernie or Dripping Springs. I don't know. All right, so books. This one I am currently reading. I took it with me to Texas and it ended up here. This is actually going to go back to my nightstand because that's going to be my like before bed book. what is this? Oh, this is my list of declutter questions for when I finally get around to decluttering my dresser. I'm gonna put that in my dresser binder. This is a book that I ordered. I actually got an ad for it on Facebook, and all you had to do was pay shipping, which I thought was really interesting, but this is gonna go on my actual bookshelf because I'm not ready to read that yet. This is a library book that I haven't started yet, so this is one of the ones that I want to go on the shelf. We'll get back to the shelf in a minute. This is my Day in the Life kit that I got from Allie Edwards, and Day in the Life isn't for a couple of weeks, so I'm not sure yet what I'm gonna do with that. All right, these two books I am in the middle of. Like, I started reading these, and then I got some books from the library, so I kind of stopped reading these as much because I own them and I can, you know, read them whenever, but they're gonna stay here on this shelf. This is my notebook that has all the books that I want to read on it, so I like to keep that on the shelf. This is a sticky note pad that I also like to keep on this shelf because when I'm reading, I like to have sticky notes nearby. And then this is a book that I found while cleaning something else in my apartment. I don't actually know if I'm gonna, well, I feel like this is a really quick read. That's why I stuck it on the shelf. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it on the shelf. So what I really want on the shelf are the books that I'm currently reading. And then I like them in an easy stack that I can grab in the morning. And this is my stack of morning books. So I've got my daily Stoic book. I've got my current nonfiction book that I'm reading, which is right now When Less Becomes More by Emily Ley. And then I've got my 5-year journal. And those are the things that I always grab. So I'm going to put these underneath that and then put these on top. And then I also like to stick a highlighter and a micron because I need the micron for the 5-year journal. And then I like the highlighter for my daily Stoic. So I like to have those right next to it. Yes, it probably would be cleaner to keep them over there, but then I don't have to dig for them every morning. So literally the first thing I do after I rinse my face and go to the bathroom, I grab these 3 books, I grab these 2 writing utensils, and I go sit on the couch and do my morning reading. So there's 2 more books stacked down here. These are ones that I also just picked up from the library. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these up on the shelf. Let's see how they look there. Yeah, I thought I would want the binders together, but I think I kind of like the books in between. I just want to make sure that they're separate from my other bookshelf, so I make sure to read them. So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave them there. Okay. Now to the memory keeping stuff. There isn't really much I need to do here. There is some stuff that got kind of stuck on top. I'm going to deal with that when I memory keep over the weekend. So I'm just going to leave this here for now. It's pretty good. It looks good. Kind of. Good enough. All right, moving on to the drawers. I don't even think I can get this drawer open. So this is supposed to be my notepad drawer. And it's always made sense to be the notepad drawer because they just stored so nicely in there. However, I am contemplating moving the notepads because I really only need to access one notepad at a time. Like if I need to make a list, I need one notepad that's easily accessible, not all of them. So I feel like they could be stored further down and use this drawer for something that I need to access more frequently. I don't know, we'll find out. I'm not gonna put anything back into the drawers or into the cabinets until I've taken it all out. That might leave a huge mess, and by might, I mean it's going to leave a huge mess, but I think that I'll be able to store things a little bit better. I have a whole stack of pictures here from our trip to India that I got printed out. I don't know what the plan was there. There's another one. All right, there's another notepad. Oh, this should not be in there. That was a check from my management company. Long story short, I used to have a 2-month security deposit with my management company for the apartment, and recently New York instated a law that it can only be 1 month, so they sent me a check back for the other month. Anyways, that's, I already deposited at the bank, so I don't know why I kept the check in this drawer. All right, these are all the things that were on the back of my desk from last year. I don't want to get rid of all of these, especially the little photos of Sam and I, so I don't know where those are going to go. Probably back in the keepsake folder. Oh yeah, these were up there too. These little notes that are some messages from some of you. And then, like I said, notebooks on notebooks, notepads on notepads, not notebooks. I don't know, maybe I need one of each size easily accessible. There's so many different sizes in here. There's also so many different types. Like there's this daily one from Erin Condren. There's this one. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the Erin Condren notepads and I do use them a lot. but do I really need all of them so accessible? This is Cultivate What Matters. More notepads. I might get rid of some of these that are not the Erin Condren ones because I don't reach for them, and really I just like the Erin Condren ones. So let's get all of it out of here and then we'll go through them. Okay, so this is the stack of like list style notepads. So I have this one. It's from that Japanese store. It's like Japanese IKEA. I forget what it's called. Not Japanese IKEA. Well, kind of. They have like furniture and they have pens and all that stuff. Well, I can't not think of the name of it, but that's where this is from. I'm going to keep this one because I do like the list style. This is an old Design Pandemonium one with the little emojis. I never grab for blank ones, so I'm going to send those along probably to my cousin. This one is super cute. This is Ray Dunn that I got at like at TJ Maxx or whatever, but I never use the ones with the numbers. I think I used this for like a cute photo op for the Christmas movies I wanted to watch, and that was the extent of it. So I'm going to pass those on as well. This one, I do like the checklist. I'm going to keep that. This one, I do really like because it's funny, but I never grab for it because the paper quality is just not as good and it doesn't have the checklist to make up for it. So I'm going to pass that along. I'm going to keep all the Erin Condren ones. This one is an old Design Pandemonium I'm going to get rid of as well. This one is so cute. It's a Longhorn one. No, I have to keep that one. This one is another like TJ Maxx one. It's going to go. This is Kit Life checklist. We're going to keep that. Another TJ Maxx one. That one's going to go. Erin Condren. I think these are all Erin Condren underneath here. Oh, look. Another list one. Because it comes with the one that's got the checklist on the side. And I use that one and then never use this one. I wish they would just sell them separately. Okay, so here is all the Erin Condren ones, the ones that have a checklist, and then the Longhorn one I have to keep. This pile. So again, I'm not going to keep the Erin Condren ones that don't have lines either because as great as the paper is, I'm not going to grab for it. All right, and I love these because I love the inspirational quotes, but I never grab for the white ones, and I'm trying to be ruthless. Okay, these are something different, so I'll keep those. There's all that's that size, and then there's just a couple of these big ones, but they all have lines. All right, well, I have significantly decreased the number of notepads that I own. But again, I'm not going to put them back into this drawer until I have cleaned the rest of the desk. All right, this drawer is bad. It like doesn't even open because I just keep stuffing it with things. Oh my God. All right, here we go. We're just going to start pulling things out. Okay, I have an envelope. I have a Platform 9 3/4 sticker. All right, I have this coaster that was from the Harry Potter Advent Calendar that I never actually used, but that is going to be thrown away now. I have some miscellaneous sticky notes. I have the pouch from the back of an Erin Condren planner. I don't know that I'm going to actually keep this. I'm trying to see if there's anything in there. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to keep that. I have my Costco membership card. I have rulers coming out of my ears, so I guess I am going to get rid of some of them because they have the new style ones too. All right, I'm keeping one of the old style and getting rid of the rest of these. I have these corner sticky pockets. I don't know why I ordered another one of these. I have this adorable notepad. Yes, another notepad that was Friends themed that I got in Dubai. I think I'm going to take this to work. I think that's where it's going. My Starbucks Gold card, which I don't need to keep, but I'm going to. A David's Tea coupon from the Advent Calendar that, of course, has expired. I have Southwest Street coupons that expire, in a week. I should have given those to my mom and sister. I have my checks. Those I definitely want to keep in here. I have this one little word journal that I got. It just like came with my kit. I have not been using it. I'm going to stick it over by my memory keeping. We'll see if I actually find a use for that, or I should probably just get rid of it. All right. Sticky notes coming out my ears. I have these tabs from Avery. I have these Erin Condren sticky notes coming out my ears. More cards. I have these little sticky pockets. Washi. That should go with the washi and not be in this drawer. More sticky notes. More sticky notes. Oh, I have a Target gift card. I forgot about this. What am I going to use that for? All right, this is a card. That's what goes with that envelope. More Avery tabs. More cards. Oh, this is like a memory keeping thing. Oh, this is a gift card. I need to use my library card. More sticky notes. More memory keeping. The washi that I bought in China that I didn't go put with my other washi because I wanted to take a picture of it. The Erin Condren gel pens, out of here. I don't like them. I'm not going to use them. More sticky notes, more sticky notes, sticky notes. Health insurance, a pin. I have a whole thing of pins. A Villa Beautiful pen insert. This container has a whole bunch of miscellaneous stuff. We'll get there. Old Navy cash that we need to use this weekend. A Costco gift card. I completely forgot that we had that. It was a gift. A Cultivate What Matters sticker. A receipt. I don't know what that's from. More sticky notes, more sticky notes, more command strips. Another pin. Actually, that's the same pin. So we can pass one of those along. Here is one of the big debates of this drawer. What I'm going to do with the Erin Condren dual tip markers, because I don't use them pretty much ever. And they take up so much space. Oh, I knew I already own these. Oh, Lincoln. I just ordered some more of these because I couldn't find the ones that I do own. And here they are. Good job, Lincoln. Good job. Anyways, back to the saga of dual tip markers. I don't use them. I like the black one, and like that's pretty much it. I don't want to get rid of them. I mean, I guess I could just pass them along. Also, I have planner bands coming out of my ears. I don't need all of this as well. And planner bookmarks. I also probably really need to consider getting rid of some of those. I got my fuser tool that I use to put the plastic together on my sticker page protectors. I have a pencil sharpener for when I randomly decide to color. Another pen. This is where I have all my pins. I don't know if there's any more room for those in there. Well, I may need to go through those and get rid of some of them, because I do like to take that to go wild. Oh, there's a December daily piece. More checks. I ordered like a bazillion checks when I first moved to the city because my management company takes a paper check. But even when you're using one every single month, it still takes forever to get through them. Okay, this is the 05, so I'm going to get rid of that. There, dual tip markers. I don't know what I'm going to do with those. Okay, I think we are down to just markers. All kinds of writing pencils. I basically have every Erin Condren dual tip marker. I have all the Erin Condren dry erase markers. I have extra mild liners, which I will probably keep, but I'm going to put them with my other mild liners, which I know that they are in the cabinet somewhere. And then I have a bunch of Tombow dual tip markers. I never use any of these, y'all. Any of them. They literally just take up space in my drawer. I know people use them to like pose in photos with the right colors and they look all pretty, but truthfully, I am so limited on space that it is just not worth it. It is not worth keeping all these markers as photo props. So they are going to be gifted. They're going to be sent along to somebody else who will actually use and enjoy them. And me, I am going to have a bunch of new space in my drawer. All right, before I start sticking stuff back in this drawer, I'm going to give it a wipe down. Oh, and I said I was going to wait until I took everything out before I started putting things back. But there are definitely some things here that I know need to just end up in this drawer anyways. So I'm not gonna wait because there's also no more space on the desk. Okay, here are those little trays. I decided I'm gonna keep those. And then the boxes. These just make such good like object corrallers. You know what I mean? Like it's corralling the objects. So I'm gonna put one of those in there. Let's see, does this fit there? No, not really. I don't know if I'm going to end up using all of these boxes. We will find out. And then there's this long one that I used to use for pens. It was an Apple Watch box. So always keep your boxes. But I might not now. Oh, and then I have all of these little containers that I was using too. So I might not need both of these Kit Life boxes. And then I have all of these little boxes that have things in them. So these have always been like this though, and these boxes are kind of falling apart. So I might put these in something else because they also take up a lot of space. When I could maybe put, you know, I don't need that many binder clips. So can I just put a handful in this little thing and call it a day? I have some at the office, like if I'm really desperate for binder clips. These are super cute. They have little bows on them. I have no idea where they came from, so I apologize. I think that's it. I think we're gonna get rid of the rest of those. And then we have paper clips. Same thing. Does a girl really need so many paper clips? I'm pretty sure I bought this like set of desk accessories when I first moved to the city, and I was like, oh look, now I have all the supplies that I would ever need, and here we are almost 8 years later and I still have them. Okay, so I also end up randomly always putting my Chinese takeout fortunes in here. There is one of these that is from one of Sam and I's. I think I talked about this in this last video I did this. This is from one of our very early dates. Like we had only been dating a month or two, and this was our fortune. It says the love of your life is right in front of your eyes. And we both were like, it's a little early for that. But now that we're engaged, I freaking love that. And I love that I kept it all these years. It makes me so happy. I'm gonna put all these little fortunes in one of these little holes. Okay, then I have all these little magnets because I used to use these little tiny magnets on the back, but now I use the ones from Erin Condren because I think they're prettier, but I still want to keep these. I'm not ready to give those up yet. Okay, and then I have, actually I'm gonna move the fortunes over here and put the push pins. I don't really use these that much either, but I really do like them. They're nice push pins. I might keep, I'm trying to decide. These are like the Pop-In brand from, I think they're from Staples. Okay, Lincoln, you don't need all the push pins. That's plenty of push pins. Okay, and then I'm gonna actually put this little Erin Condren washi set that I've been using in my Daily Petite in that other little hole. Okay, we're making progress. All right, maybe I am gonna use this. In one of these little slots, I'm gonna put all of my cards. So this is like any credit card that I don't want to carry around, my social security, not my social security card, my passport ID card, my, you know, my Costco card, that Costco gift card that I forgot that I had. All right, and then we have these. This has tape and adhesive rollers and whiteout. I wish that all these sticky notes would fit. I wish that all these sticky notes would fit this way in this apple thing. Okay, I'm gonna take this out again. And I'm gonna put these here. And then this one has all of my bands. I don't need all these. I've had them all for so long and I just don't change out my bands anymore. I use like a couple of neutrals when I need to wrap. I mean, currently right now I'm using a planner that has a band built in. So until I go back to using an Erin Condren someday, I don't actually need all of these. So I'm gonna keep a couple staple colors and I'm gonna go store them. Actually, maybe I'll keep a few more. Any of the ones that are Erin Condren like solid colors, and I'm gonna go store them with the Erin Condren covers. And then the rest of these, I'm gonna get rid of. They served me well. Okay, now the pins. I used to keep them in this little container that had a clear front, but I think they've grown a bit too big for that. So I'm gonna put them in this little guy so I can take these out of their packaging here. Okay, and I'm gonna stick all those back in the drawer. I don't know what to do with the paper clips. I never use these either, but there's so many that have like sentimental value to them. Okay, I'm not ready to go through those yet. If you ever find yourself when you're decluttering, like getting unmotivated and you're just gonna sort of, pardon my language, half-ass it, just don't deal with it in that moment. So I'm gonna put those, I'm just gonna leave them. All right, I'm gonna put the checks back in here. And then there's this guy. He has a bunch of like clips. Yeah, I'm just gonna, again, I'm getting a little bit unmotivated. I did not anticipate this happening, but we're gonna put that back in there. And then that just leaves the business cards that I do not do a good job of using. So same thing, these could be stored somewhere else. These do not need to be stored in this drawer because I don't like access them that quickly. I don't know. They could also just go in the back here on top of the checks. At least that container of them can. These I'm gonna go put in my suitcase actually, so that I don't forget to take them to go wild. Let's see, let's put this little guy there, put that here. Okay, then I think what I will do with this thing, well, let me put this here. I will put all of my memory keeping things in here, and then when I am memory keeping, I can just pull out this one box. Follow? So what all I'll do is just store it in here, and then when it's time to memory keep, I'll just pull this box out and have it on the desk. Yeah, that's good. Okay. All right. It's better. It definitely feels less overwhelming. Somehow, I don't understand how I still had enough stuff to fill up the whole thing, even though I got rid of every single Erin Condren dual tip marker. I mean, I guess it was overflowing and it wasn't even closing, but what the heck? Okay, before I move down to sit on the floor to deal with the cabinet down there, I'm gonna see if these notepads will fit in this box. And of course they do not. What about the Kill Life one? Nope. Okay. Well, I was hoping I could make them fit in this box, and then that could be my storage. I guess I could store them without a lid. That's not ideal though. Well, okay, we will see. Let's move to the cabinet. Warning, now that I'm on the floor, you're probably gonna see a good amount of Charlie, because whenever I sit on the floor, she also wants to sit on the floor with me. Ready? Oh my goodness. This cabinet is bursting at the seams, again, with stuff that doesn't need to be in here, as well as stuff that doesn't need to exist in this house. Okay, so I have these little containers that I was using to store my external hard drives. I never put them in there. Goodbye. All right, this is the little pouch. Oh no, this isn't. I thought this was the pouch that had my mild liners. Oh, this was the pouch that I was using for wedding planning. It has sticky notes, a highlighter, and some pens. This probably should go back with my wedding planning stuff. All right. Remember when I thought I ran out of crafter's tape? Do you remember how many did we just put in the drawer? Oh my God. Oh my God. Anybody else? Like, how many times do you buy things because you think you're out of them and really you just need to clean a little bit? Okay, on this shelf I have my lamp that I use when I'm cutting stickers because the Silhouette machine, like, it needs to be super bright. All right, I have this notepad that has since gotten messed up. This is from Allie Edwards, and I was using this when I traveled to like mark down things. No, I'm not using that anymore. I got my Silhouette machine. I've got my Silhouette cutting mats. I've got the extra shelf, so you could use this extra shelf up on top of the desk. I currently only have one shelf in there because of my memory keeping stuff, but I keep the extra shelf just in case someday. You never know. So I'm just gonna put all that stuff back in there. This stuff just fits on like perfectly on this shelf. So we've got the Silhouette and the lamp and the shelf, but I should not be stuffing anything else on that shelf. That is all that should go there. All right, we've got some more Erin Condren bands. Oh, and the Silhouette mats. All right, we've got all of my extra action plan pages for my power sheets. Those I kind of want to maybe put back in there. All right, I've got basically every notebook under the sun. I have my Erin Condren pouch that I did love to use when I was using an Erin Condren. It does not fit my Moxie Life, but I don't want to get rid of this per se. Oh, I have another one of these little storage guys. I don't think I need that. More pouches. My mild liners are in here in this pouch. along with sticky notes. This has like all my goal setting color coordinated, sticky notes. I have these pencils that my mom got me for Christmas that are like astrology themed. I think I'm gonna take these to the office. And then I have this little Aries notepad. Oh, I have this sticky note thing. I do love this because it does make it easy to grab a sticky note. I don't know why I took it off the top of my desk. I went through a phase where I was trying to get everything off the top of my desk. And all right, these are my Cultivate What Matters stickers that I use when I am goal setting on a monthly basis. And then all of the Erin Condren Petite Planners that I will ever use someday. Oh my goodness. Anyone remember this from the surprise box? I never used it, ever. Then I have this guy that's for the folios too. More Erin Condren Petite Planners. My camera guide that I had planned to read at some point. My packing list. I still love this. And I feel like I can't find it on the website anymore. More pouches. More notebooks. Oh my gosh, I thought I got rid of this. Last time we cleaned out this desk, I debated on this hole punch. And I thought I got rid of it. Clearly I did not. Say goodbye to the hole punch. And then I have this pouch. This is from Costco. This has all of our like documents. The lease, the Charlie's papers, like all kinds of, like you can see personal docs, Time Warner, Charlie, jury duty, checks. I think I'm gonna A, move this to one of those binders if you saw that in a weekly vlog, and B, not let it take up space in my desk because this can go somewhere much less accessible. I don't need to access that very often. So, all right, let's go and wipe down that counter, that shelf, and move on to this one. All right, oh, these are all of my backup external hard drives in my camera pouch. That makes absolutely no sense. The external cord. Why Lincoln? Well, that was something I wanted to try and get in here. I don't know. Another one of these Costco things, but this is empty. Another backup thing, another pin that goes in there. More pouches, more petite planners. My very old Kindle did, but I'm gonna keep this because it still has some books on it. More folios, more notebooks, more pouches. That's just the theme down here, I feel like. Folios, notebooks, and pouches. All of which don't get used. And then there's this guy, which has more notebooks and pouches. Oh my gosh, are you surprised? All right, I've got all of these clip-ins from Erin Condren. Well, these are from my friend Renee from her Etsy shop. And then there's Erin Condren ones. Prayer list. Oh, this is one from Renee as well. It has an Erin Condren notepad on one side and this on the other. But if I ever go back into an Erin Condren, I want these. But that's like a big if. Like, what if you don't, Lincoln? Okay, we have notebooks again. Coming out our ears. The notebooks that are plain need to go on my shelf in the bedroom because there is a spot for those. So any of these notebooks that are plain. And then the pouches, these are the ones that I decided to keep, which should not be all of them because there's just so many of them. Notebooks. Coils. I've got extra coils all over the place. And pouches. So many notebooks. Notebooks that I don't want to write in because they're that beautiful. And I'm like, but what if I mess it up? What if I mess up the one Longhorn notebook that I own? Well, if you never use it, Lincoln, then why did you even buy it to begin with? I like this notebook. Oh, I have the Erin Condren coloring sheets, which who knows if I'm ever going to use those. I've got the Tombow twin tone markers, more markers that I don't use. Another one of these clip-ins, more markers that I don't use. Another notebook. This was actually from a friend, which I did start to use, I think. Oh, I must have ripped it out. I did start to use it, and then I ripped it out because I probably messed up, and I didn't want to ruin the notebook. And then another journal. Here we go. Putting it all back in there. Well, putting back in what I want to keep. So I want these to go here. Yep, that's exactly where they're going to go. Perfect. All right, that means, and the notebooks are all going to go into the shelf in the bedroom. So now all that needs to go here is I'm going to put pouches in this guy. And hopefully it won't be overflowing like last time. I'm going to be picky. And then I'm only going to keep petite planners that I actually think I'm going to use. I can't get rid of this one because it's from Go Wild and it's a one of a kind. I'm getting rid of these. Goodbye. I am getting rid of this one and this one. It's just dirty. I think I'm gonna get rid of this one. Yeah. I think I'm gonna keep this one because it's the only one that's kind of big, like its size. This one I don't want to get rid of because it has sentimental memories, but it's also, oh, I guess it's not broken. One of the zippers is broken, but I can still use it with the other zipper. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that one. This one I think I'll fold in half to store. This one, I know a friend gave this to me, but I just don't need to. I don't need all the pouches. This one, I love this quote. I don't need this one. I'm gonna get rid of that one. This one is just too pretty not to keep. Oh, the folios. Okay, maybe the folios can go on this side. This one was sent to me by one of you, so keep that one. And then these little pouches I love. I love them, okay? And then this one. I have to keep this one too. I'm gonna get rid of this little guy from the surprise box. And when I say get rid of, I'm not like throwing them away. I'm going to, you know, give them to friends or give them to my little cousins. My little cousins love to get this stuff for me. Okay, so this pouch is a pouch I use when I goal set. So I'm actually gonna keep that one on this shelf. Same with this pouch. This pouch is one I use when I goal set. So I'm gonna keep this one on this shelf as well. Yeah, okay. All right, is that it in terms of pouches? Yeah, ooh, look at that. And then I can't currently reach the other two folios that I have from the seated position, but they will also go in there when I am done with them. All right, the Share the Love. Yep, this is an empty one, right? Yep, okay. I had said originally I was gonna do this to myself. I'm gonna keep this one. This is just a notebook. Oh, what about these? These should have been put in there too. Actually, these I'm gonna go store with the Erin Condren covers with those bands, those planner bands. The Goals book. I do like this book. I might keep it. I'm gonna get rid of this. This is the quarterly for next quarter. This is the Blank Daily Petite. This is the budget book. I'm definitely not gonna use that one. This is the Wellness Log, yep. These are leftover of the Habit pages from when I took them apart last time. This is falling apart. Oh, this was a monthly I was going to take apart to put in there. This is still useful if I decide to coil it together. So take these out of the, well, actually we'll keep them in the plastic. These are the later quarters. This is just a notebook, right? Did I write in this one? Nope. This is a Daily Petite. This is a meal planner, habit tracker, gratitude journal. Totally blank. Oh, I was gonna make my parents a anniversary present, a 10-year anniversary present where I made their love story in one of these books. Their anniversary was in January. And then these I will use. All right, it's still a pretty hefty stack of petite planners, but it's not near as bad. And then these are notebooks that can go on the shelf. That after sight is beautiful. Now, if we can get it to stay that way. That also means that this drawer is totally empty. That's exciting. I have an empty drawer, which for now, I'm actually gonna put like my camera stuff in. I don't know where it went, but that's what's gonna go in here, is my camera stuff. And maybe this sticky note thing, so it doesn't have to be on my desk, but it's still easily accessible. This is a camera thing. And then I just need to clean the rest of this off of my desk. Oh, and I need to clean the rest of this. Look at all this mess. All right, that's it. It is much cleaner. Like I showed you, there is still a lot to finish cleaning up as far as the rest of my apartment goes, I basically need to split up into a couple of piles. Some of it is trash. Some of it's stuff that just needs to get thrown away. Some of it I can donate either to my little cousins who like to play with office supplies or to some of my planner friends, see if they want it. And then some of it just needs to go somewhere else in my apartment. So I need to do that. But I'm gonna go do that with sweatpants on, watching some Netflix. So that is gonna be the end of this video. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please click that subscribe button. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thank you so much for watching. Happy planning. What's the word? This is my day in the life album. Not album. You're probably gonna see a good about. Can you stop hitting the camera, please? What was the other thing I was gonna take to the office? I don't need to access that.